Camden, and your Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University. The referee for Game 2 is Severio Amato. Assistant referees are Steve Parsegian and Marshall Gay. At this time, let's meet today's starting lineups. First, for visiting Rutgers Camden, the Raptors enter the record of 8-3-1 overall, 1-1-1 in conference play. Starting goalie freshman from Bear, Delaware, 001 Bahina. A senior midfielder from Cherry Hill, New Jersey, number 4, Zach Fox. A senior back from Hainesport, New Jersey, number 5, Trenton Hall. A sophomore back from Washington Township, New Jersey, number 6, Michael Pinero. A sophomore forward at Tirana, Albania, number 9, Yanni Jaleri. A senior midfielder from Woodbridge, New Jersey, number 10, Chris Tarasca. A sophomore midfielder from Tokyo, Japan, number 11, Kaito Kitazawa. A junior back from Franklinville, New Jersey, number 15, Bobby Andrews. A sophomore midfielder from Burlington, New Jersey, number 21, DeJuan Daniels. A junior forward from Delran, New Jersey, number 24, Skylar Diggs. And a freshman midfielder from Concord, Pennsylvania, number 29, Billy Melnick. The head coach for Rutgers Camden in his 14th season is Tim Oswald. Assistant coaches are Don Norton, Connor Hurd, Hector Romero, Cam Allen, Joe Aletta, and Mike Ryan. And the team captains are Trenton Hall and Chris Tarasca. And now, let's meet the starting 11 for your Gothic Knights of New Jersey City University, entering today's game with a mark of 9 wins and 3 losses overall. Starting goal, a junior from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 0, out of here, Kazoo. A sophomore midfielder from Bayonne, New Jersey, number 2, Orlando Alcantara. A junior back from Fairview, New Jersey, number 5, Nelson Segovia. A senior back from Montclair, New Jersey, number 6, Ron Jones. A senior midfielder from Montclair, New Jersey, number 7, Koshane Marshall. A freshman back from Kearney, New Jersey, number 8, João Fernandez. A senior midfielder from Hackensack, New Jersey, he is the ECAC Division III Metro Player of the Month, number 10, Joe Burgos. A sophomore forward from Blairstown, New Jersey, number 11, Edric DePaula. A senior back from Elizabeth, New Jersey, number 13, Michael Abreu. A sophomore midfielder from Jersey City, New Jersey, number 14, Edwin Hernandez. And a sophomore midfielder from East Orange, New Jersey, number 16, Samuel Ansa. The head coach for the Gothic Knights in his 4th season is Joe Cohen. Assistant coaches are Brendan Guzman, Michael Rudden, Dan Hernandez, Josh Goches, Christopher Segovia, and Brian Rodriguez. And your captains for 2019 are Michael Almeida, Joe Burgos, Ryan Farrell, Ron Jones, and Cushane Marshall. At this time, we ask you to please rise and join both schools as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. And now it's time for Gothic Night Soccer. Then the NCAA ECAC New Jersey Athletic Conference and New Jersey City University promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, staff, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racist, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or spectators, as well as public intoxication, the consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages and tobacco products will not be tolerated, and you will be asked to leave the Thomas and Gary Athletic Complex.
So welcome to the final part of our doubleheader here at Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field. John Putter is still my, yes, he's not a pitcher, he plays on the baseball team, still my producer and director on play-by-play man. John Kelly Jr. as Rutgers Camden men's soccer 8-3-1, powerful team. Their head coach Tim Oswald in his 14th season will come in to take on NJCU. This the 43rd meeting between both of these squads. Rutgers Camden leads the overall series 26-8-8 and are unbeaten in their last 16. Now they lost 2-0 to TCNJ, allowing goals in the 30th and 69th minute. However, it was a balanced game. They outshot TCNJ 9-7 in the first half, outshot 16-15 overall, but they dominated the corners. It just was a game where they could not convert their chances, and they'll try to get their second NJAC win here today against the Gothic Knights, who fell. We were on the call against Kane, final minutes, but they outshot Kane 20-12 overall. Edric DePaula tied us on a PK goal, but Felipe Lucas, one of the top scorers in the NJAC, getting his second goal late in the 84th minute, and that took out NJCU, a team 9-3-0 overall. Of course, the first 9 wins, the most to start a season in program history, and their last 2 losses have been here at home to NJAC opponents, including the last one here to Kane. So in goal for them will be Aldahir Kazoun. And in goal for Rutgers Camden will be Juan Bahana. So normally we would see Kieran Burns or Kyler White, but we're going to see a different one. And the freshman, a 3-time varsity letter winner at William Penn High School for head coach Jason Land. So he'll be in here against this Gothic Knight explosive offense. 36 goals for, one of the top 3 in scoring in the NJAC. And they'll try to get going against Rutgers Camden, a team that has been battle-tested, 3 ranked opponents, 2 wins against them. Took care of Haverford earlier in the year, number 21 in the country, and beat Montclair State. That was also in their NJAC opener, and just lost by 1-0 to SUNY Cortland when they were in the top 5 in the country earlier this year. So for NJCU, it starts offensively with Joe Burgos as he's trying to get it going. 5 games without a goal. He was held shotless for the first time all this year. Shots in 11 of 12 games as that one out of play. And a throw-in for NJCU as the official whistling, just giving some space. As Michael Abreu throws it in. Edric DePaula has it taken away from him. Offensively for Rutgers Camden, we know it all starts with Skylar Diggs, 8 goals, 17 points, leads this team. He has a goal in 7 of 11. The second team All-NJAC, important, but what's even better, Joni Grigliari coming back this year. Took a year off, number 9, after 9 points of freshman, and he had an assist in a win against NJCU a couple of years ago. Great to have him back. A 4-goal, game-winning goal a couple of years ago. 9 starts in 23 games, and he's important to this offense. Second in goals and points with 5 and 14, as Ron Jones will let it fly. He has 5 shots in his last 4 games, coming back this year after missing last year due to health. Rides a lot of diversity here offensively and defensively. Fires it in, headed up in the air. Ansah trying to get to it, could not, and cleared to the far side. Jones with plenty of space, and he'll throw in. And of course, key here as DePaula tied it up in the 62nd minute on a penalty kick. Edric, 6 goals, 16 points, second on the team, tied with Coshane Marshall with 6 goals. Coshane scored early in the matchup against Kane. Very instinctive player, and of course, defensively, NJCU going to be without one of their key leaders, Mike Almeida, who was a game-time decision, but he will not play today. And Almeida, we know about his scoring, but so important on the back line to helping out NJCU. So because of that, Edwin Hernandez moved in the formation out to the left side. Ron Jones will play the middle defensively as Rutgers Camden trying to break through. Kazoon scoops up, and he will punt on away. So he'll survey the options here. 8 saves for him last game after 2 double-digit save performances in the previous 2 matchups. It's been huge in that for his NJCU squad. A tough goal beat him at the end of that game against Kane. Of course, it was just a kind of a scramble, a tough play, and Lucas able to score late. As the Raptors now on the attack. Here's Patrick Tarasca, led the team with 8 assists a year ago, drops one. Burgos playing physically across. It looked like that was behind the goal line. Kazoon doesn't care. He scoops up and will look to fire on away.
I'll give you a little insight there, John Kelly, as I come on for the first time today. As with that injury to Mike Almeida, completely changes the entire defensive formation here. I'm talking about Ron Jones having to move from the left side where he's been all year now to play that other center back position. Edwin Hernandez, who has become a starter for the first time this year, moves from the right outside back to the left. And Michael Abreu, he's a senior. He's played a lot earlier in his career, but not as much in the last couple of years. He getting the start today, and he will take Hernandez's spot on the right side.
Yeah, this is a Rutgers Camden team, 8-3-1. We know them to be nationally ranked, a very prominent program. They're going to give NJCU all they can handle. That cross too hot, and Diggs was hungry for that one. Diggs led the team last year with 9 goals, 3 of those game winners. Comes in 8th in program history with 24 career goals. As an opportunity now for Kazoon to fire away here on a goal kick as John Putter, my producer and director, the second of two as NJCU trying to get their first NJAC win. I think I now put it in 54 games as they were close against Kane. As Kazoon fires away. Returned on back. Abreu, got to be careful. Kazoon able to kick that away from Diggs. And here comes the quick push. Is that one fired just wide? Oh, what a heads-up shot by Tarasca, the Woodbridge product and team captain. Making start number 38 of his career. He came into this season top 25 in school history and assists. The NJAC honorable mention honor last year. Almost came through with the opening goal of this one. Rutgers Camden controlling all the energy so far in this one. They just have 23 goals for, but they can explode at any time. And a lot of that, of course, limited based on the schedule. He mentioned 2 wins against ranked opponents for Tim Oswald's squad, beating Montclair State. Team really loaded this year in their NJAC opener, beat Haverford, who's a constant prominent power, and lost to SUNY Cortland, who we always know will be there, as Ron Jones had that scooped away from him. And they're going to give possession back to Rutgers Newark. Joni, of course, Griglieri, just so important to have back alongside Skylar Diggs. The creativeness, of course, took last year off. Didn't really stop Rutgers Camden. 14-6-2 last year, 6-2-1 in the NJAC. Lost the ECAC quarters to William Patterson. Also lost in last year's NJAC final. So for head coach Tim Oswald, with a little bit of a tighter conference this year, trying to get back to those winning ways. They always think about in those conference final losses. An NCAA opportunity last year, missed what they want. Now, here is the man I mentioned, Joni Griglieri. Tried to get around and could not from João Fernandez, and he gets it up now for Ansah. Nice feed from DePaula. Ansah wasn't ready for it. With the pressing you're going to see at Rutgers Newark, if NJCU takes their time, they got some speed guys. Marshall, one of them who can get behind the defense. Allow him good one-on-one opportunity as Tarasca sending that long for Diggs. Good read by Ron Jones. Left foots it wide. Tarasca lets that go by him. Physical battle. That goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Billy Melnick providing that defense back there as Jones left foots one. Melnick has time, settles. Left foots one into the middle. Nice read by Joe Burgos. The NJAC player of the week, getting it out wide for Ansah, could not handle. Throw-in for Rutgers Camden. Now Burgos turning around. Stripped from him by Kitazawa. 2 goals, 2 points and a goal, 13 shots for him. Abreu, who's in today for Almeida, who was a game-time decision. Key staple of the defense, has changed the whole formation around for head coach Joe Cullen's squad. And what they want to do is Tarasca sending it long into the attacking third. Ball settles. Here's Joan Daniels. Griglieri. Left foot cross, no dice. Great read by João Fernandez. Now it's got to go, and Abreu has trouble. He's trying to clear it, so it kicks it out. So a throw-in upcoming. Fired on him by Michael Funaro. Marshall couldn't get a handle on that. Worked on out. And Zach Fox getting it wide. No creativity there by Tarasca, and back come the Gothic Knights, trying to start something up. They lost 2-0 last year to Rutgers Camden in a game that Rutgers Camden's SID said an uninspected home game, as it was. Because of the weather here, they played in Camden. The game was moved. And dangerous as João Fernandes played it off Segovia. The thick grass here at Robert L. McNulty Memorial Soccer Field can't hold it, so a throw-in for Rutgers Newark. They outshot NJCU 18-8, dominated the corners 9-2. They were all over the corners last game. 8 of the 10 they got, the Raptors. However, TCNJ was able to take that one 2-0. And they're battling back here, trying to get win number 2, as the NJAC coming in, at least ending on Wednesday, had teams 4 at least tied with a 1-1-1 record. So we'll have some separation clearly by the end of this Saturday of where everything is. So we heard some cleats really knocking as Abreu had gotten all over the Joni Gridley from Marlton, New Jersey. The team leader in assists with 4. Second with 32 shots, of course, returned after a year off. Had 9 points as a freshman, and that's really crucial alongside Skylar Diggs making career start number 34, 55th career game he has played in. And with Gridley here, should help out a lot as he bends one header over the cage. So it'll be a goal kick, very creative team. Bobby Andrews got his noggin on it, but pushed it over. He had 2 shots last game against TCNJ, and Kazoon to let it fly. He had post double-digit performances in 2 of 3 conference games, 8 saves against Kane. He was big in that one when they needed him. And Segovia trying to go to Edric DePaula, no dice. Now he breaks it up nicely, goes wide for Ansad, tries the tap for DePaula. Collides with Andrews and foul on NJCU. So we've gone into this one. Coshane Marshall scored in the 7th minute of the game on Wednesday. And that one off of an NJCU head. That should be a corner coming up for Rutgers Camden. And will be their first of the match.
A corner kick for Rutgers Camden. Number 10, Chris Tarasco.
So Chris Tarasco, last year's leader with 8 assists, second with 2 this year. As he boomerangs it in, headed out by Segovia. Good job by Segovia to get the noggin on it. Now Andrews, he'll cross. Kazoon backtracking, goes out of play. Goal kick upcoming. So the pressure been put on so far by Rutgers Camden throughout this one early. But NJCU holding firm. Of course, Rutgers Camden, Kieran Burns, Kyler White, guys that both have 4 wins. They've decided to start a freshman today. Juan Bahana, 4-year letterman from William Penn High School in Bear, Delaware. High school has some pretty darn good soccer for men's and women's. They produce a lot of players throughout Division III. As Gridley in the attacking third, crossing. Hernandez battling on the far side, and that'll be the second corner upcoming to Rutgers Camden. Jawan Daniels, who he was battling with.
Again on the corner,
So Tarasco will go again out here on the corner. Puts his hand up, rainbows it in, and headed away again by Segovia. Big drive, and that one shanked wide right, as that was teed up hard by Jersey's tough to see here, but it will be a goal kick. So interesting type jerseys we've seen here today by Rutgers Camden. Similar if you had different colors to what the Scottish soccer team Rangers wears out in Scotland. And Daniels trying to push ahead. Jones said, I don't think so. And Segovia down. So referee will stop the clock. We'll step aside as well, as we are scoreless here. The second part of our doubleheader, men's soccer. You're watching it in the NJAC play here on NJCU Gothic Vision. So the clock is back. 3-1 the shots in favor of Rutgers Camden. John Kelly Jr., John Putter, my producer and director, as NJCU trying to get a win. They've fallen in their last 3 coming into this one. Ramapo, William Patterson, and Kane was a heartbreaker as they try to get a win. They'll be their 9th ever against Rutgers Camden. A powerful program, as here is Hernandez physically working on Kitozawa. And now it is for DePaula to Burgos. Has some space wide, nice deployment. DePaula. It's pushed up for Coach Shane Marshall. A nice slide on the back end. Throw in here for NJCU. And Ron Jones will uncork it. 2017 led all goal scorers with 5. The Montclair product. Got the game-winning goal against St. Joe's, Long Island. Just a minute into that one. He's a good player to have back as that one headed wide by Segovia. So it'll be a goal kick for Rutgers Camden. Of course, no Mike Almeida today. He was a game-time decision health-wise, so some of the formations being switched around a little bit as Abreu will play back. Hernandez is going to play more to the back left, and in the middle you'll have Ron Jones as the adjustment. As that one caught on the elbow of Segovia, handball, and Rutgers Camden going to bust right out of it. They have 23 goals for this year, and now pushing up. As Daniels had that taken away from him. Nice play by Edwin Hernandez. And a throw in now for Rutgers Camden. It'll be Tarasca who will take it. Team captain, his 60th game he's playing in of his career today. Had an assist last year in the 2-0 win against NJCU. The 26th for Rutgers Camden. Fires on away. Headed, almost hit a couple of feet. Space for Jones to operate, and he left foots one back to the middle. Comes all the way back as Bahana tells everyone to back on off and sends it wide. Griglieri leaving it for Darnell Brown. That was stolen. And now a long toss. Griglieri one-on-one with João Hernandez. Griglieri trying to work it by him. He touched that. That should be goal kick for NJCU, and it will be. In the 17th minute, shots are 3-1 in favor of Rutgers Camden, as Kazoon will let it fly. It's been so big in NJAC play. Clearly, NJCU was able to break through on Wednesday. It was a tough loss to Kane. But their ability to bounce back today from that would be huge as Tarasca. Second with 2 assists, going for the goal. Rolls one, Kazoon says no. So a big-time save by Aldair Kazoon. And now he's yelling out to his teammates here to get it together, get set up. And he fires it on away, looking for Coach Shane Marshall. And that one out of play, and a throw-in upcoming for Rutgers Camden. Rutgers Camden allowed the game winner in the 30th minute. So early goals have hurt them. As Jones trying to toss one for DePaula. He was not ready. That one headed down in the middle. Ansah bringing the speed. Griglieri. Such a creative player, but Burgos much more creative on the steal. Burgos into the middle. Going out for Alcantara. He's crucial to the offense from that midfield. He can play defense and really provide some offense with that cross that he has. Skylar Diggs. Here's the team leader with 8 goals, going wide. Here is Kitazawa. Leaves it for Tarasco. 20 yards out, Diggs trying to tee up a shot. And Segovia says, I don't think so. Tarasco there to back up. Going to cross in. Griglieri heads over the cage. And it will be a goal kick, as that is the 4th Rutgers Camden shot. And Kazoon will tee it up on the goal kick. He had 8 saves last game. NJCU was outshot 20-12 against Kane. However, the shots were 7 apiece in that second half.
Substitution.
And here's our first substitution, as we'll see the first action from freshman Oscar Perez for Samuel Ansah.
Is number 4, Oscar Perez.
So he'll make an appearance.
Replacing number 16, Samuel Ansah.
As Perez comes in, just such a fast, speedy freshman. And he can really create as well. 4 shots his season high against Medgar Evers. Just played 15 minutes against Kane last game. He comes on for Samuel Ansah. Now Segovia deploys it for Perez with the afterburners on. Oscar Perez inside the penalty area. Gets a nice position. Oscar looks the cross. Does off a pair of heads. Can Marshall track that down? No. And Rutgers Camden start their counter. Segovia denies the pass to Diggs. He'll come over for the throw-in. His 53 career points, Skyler, 12th in school history. And his season high is 4 points against CSI as they leave for another throw-in as Tarasca to it. That speed of Perez. Same thing with Coach Shane Marshall. And up front, when you're able to use that speed, allows you. A scared defense as Skylar Diggs didn't get a shot on that. That went off the chest of Trenton Hall. And the sophomore defender now didn't get any further on Kazoon. So he waits around Smart, and he used the clock to his advantage. Man who played high school soccer at Dickinson. And crucial here in goal for this squad. Really solid goaltender what he's done. Of course, faced a season-high 24 shots against Ramapo. That's where he put up some double-digit save performances. 13 against them and William Patterson. Now Burgos trying to control. Gets by Zach Fox. The team's leader in goals with 7 and 20 points. Important offensively. He's had 5 games without a goal. Was held shotless last game. Has a chance here for Coach Shane Marshall. Shades of the other game, trucked over top of the 18. What will the call be? A foul on NJCU, is it? So that was an opportunity. Coach Shane Marshall trying to talk things over with the official. Coach Shane, 3 shots, 2 of those on goal. Had the opening goal of the last game. Had a season high 5 shots against the College of Mount St. Vincent. 6 shots in his last 2. And he almost came away with an opportunity to break through and get our opening goal. As João Fernandez heads that one away. Throw-in upcoming from Funaro. Funaro tied second with 2 assists. Holding the line, comes into the middle. Zach Fox gives some space, gets it out. Tarasco fires it in. Headed up by Hernandez. Jones puts a noggin to it. Burgos trying to come away, and does. And stolen by Tarasca. Abreu tied him up. Foul on NJCU. 23rd minute here, as 6th foul for NJCU. Should be the 4th foul on NJCU, so here's the free kick. Tarasca, no head put to it, a chance in front. Oh, what defensive play made by NJCU on the back line. What a great play, and Abreu, after drawing that foul, makes a huge play as Fox was on the doorstep to try to break through with that goal. Now a long toss. Sent for Daniels, couldn't get to it, but it went out. He'll throw it in now for Skylar Diggs. Tries the left foot back to Daniels. Burgos all over Daniels. He's taken down. It'll be a foul. And we will have a free kick as Daniels to uncork it. 43rd meeting all time between these squads. Gothic Knights trying to get their first win in NJAC play. As Tarasco brings it in. An opportunity pushed wide. Oh man, inches away was Bobby Andrews from Franklinville, New Jersey, from opening this scoring. And Tarasco showing why he led the team with 8 assists. Tarasco showing why he led the team with 8 assists last year. So creative on those free kicks. And Kazoon now to send on away. Here's Oscar Perez. Set up a nice opportunity before. Alcantara out for Abreu. Left foots it. O'Shea Marshall to Alcantara. Here's Burgos in the middle. Burgos drawing 2 defenders. As Segovia tries to go to him. Able to at least push it to João Fernandez. Out wide for Edwin Hernandez. Looking to Segovia. Daniels broke that up, then put that off Burgos. Perez stops it. Nice work here. Hernandez to Burgos. Going for Marshall. Settles it top of the 18. Cleared away immediately. Now pushing up is Abreu. Alcantara, Cochet Marshall in the attacking third inside the 18 to Burgos for a shot. And did that get blocked? It goes out of play. We'll see where the flag goes. And I guess Burgos shanked that. Looked like it was blocked from my angle. So it'll be a throw-in for Rutgers Camden. Holding the shot total here, Rutgers Camden, 7-2. Ridlieri for Tarasca. Tarasca settles up, going long. Has a guy streaking. Opportunity, Ron Jones there to help. And a good defensive play, hustle-wise by Cochet Marshall, and he will force a corner for Rutgers Camden. It will be their third. 26th minute. And Tarasca will fire the corner. And playing in fans a little tense here as that one boomeranged in. Burgos able to head it away. Jones has the pala, and he can operate as well as Ron Jones up the left wing. Ron Jones tells DePaula just to cool off. He'll work it himself. Marshall pushes up ahead to DePaula. In for Alcantara. Alcantara. As Tarasco all over him. Comes now for Kitazawa. Can't connect with Skylar Diggs. Good job by NJCU to keep the top goal scorer of Rutgers Camden quiet. As DePaula that was had trouble with that. Daniels then battling with Abreu, tripped up. It'll be a foul on NJCU, so a free kick for Rutgers Camden. 8-3-1. They're just one away from Camden. Won 2-0 in last year's battle. Winless in their last 2. They tied with Kane, 2-2. And lost to TCNJ. Previous game before that, they won back-to-back against ranked opponents. 3-2 against Haverford and 2-0 against Montclair State as that one headed home off the iron. And Skylar Diggs has his team-leading 9th goal of the year. And it was only a matter of time before Patrick Tarasca and him hooked it up. And Skylar Diggs, number 24, has goal number 9. Team-leading goal number 9, team-leading point number 19. And there's your first one. So Skylar Diggs comes through with his team-leading 9th goal as Taraska provides the assist. So his 3rd assist of the year, Patrick Taraska, the man who led the team with 8 last year. And there's a reason why Taraska could do that. If we ever could turn on the film, I have a good feeling a lot of those would be based on the free kicks. And Skylar Diggs goes to the cage, heads it off the inside of the left post, and that is our opening goal of this one. So now NJCU, how did they battle? They trailed 2-1 against Kane. They were able to tie it up on a penalty kick. But don't expect that from Rutgers Camden to give NJCU any space like that. They're going to have to create something, and they have the players to do it. Abreu. Now for DePaula. Into the middle, João Fernandez, right foot's one. Here's Oscar Perez. Looking up ahead for DePaula. Back line of Rutgers Camden, able to clear away. João Fernandez settles it. Edwin Hernandez holds, and he'll roll back to Kazoon, pursuing Skylar Diggs, who got the opening goal in the 30th minute. And a misplay, and here comes DePaula, a chance for NJCU. Shane Marshall gets it slid away, and DePaula fell down, and there's a reason he slaps the grass, as that was a potential opportunity. Boomeranged off the head of Fernandez. Hernandez being chased down and plays that off of Griglieri. So it'll be a throw-in for NJCU. Skylar Diggs, team-leading 9th goal, is team-leading 19th point in the 30th minute. That is our opening goal here in the 43rd meeting between these two. The final one here of our doubleheader, as the women were defeated earlier today by a score of 4-1. Men trying to get their first NJAC win of the year. Here's Shane Marshall in the attacking third. Shane fires from inside the 18. Never saw the goalie. It was blocked. But then a weak clear. Burgos with it. Burgos has been great this year. Held without a shot first game in the 12 we've seen this year, as Kane kept them bottled up. Oscar Perez has that by him. Counter being shown by Rutgers Newark as Segovia. Alcantara had no one home. That middle getting tight. So Rutgers Camden trying to do it as Griglieri offsides. And the sophomore from Albania will now provide a goal kick here for NJCU. Actually a free kick by the goalie. João Fernandez will tee it up, fire away. 2 assists for Fernandez this year. As Marshall trying to head that for DePaula. That left-footed away. Ron Jones back to take it. No Mike Almeida in the lineup today. NJCU as we're in the 31st minute without him. And just 2 shots for the Gothic Knights. Fired 12 on Wednesday. Now Perez, nice effort by Oscar. Oscar, top of the 18. Perez goes to the left foot, fires that blocked. 3rd shot, but that one blocked. Nothing been put on Bahena so far. As a couple of Rutgers Newark substitutions, 2 come in. And we'll get them for you. So Enrique Sanchez, one of them who comes in. Sanchez, of course, came in tied second with 2 assists. The San Diego, California native. And we'll have the announcements here soon, as Brian Andre, one of them too, from Stratford, New Jersey. And Abreu. Now for Burgos. Getting it out wide, back for Abreu. To Burgos. Burgos dancing around, back to Ron Jones. NJCU down 1-0, going to take their time, but that one not a smart pass for João Fernandez. And it allows Rutgers Newark to have a throw-in. And there'll be a switch up on the throw-in. So Funaro to do it for Rutgers Camden. Settled down by Grudnick. Grudnick in the attacking third, and he put that off Perez. And no, they're going to actually say he didn't. They say actually he was out, so it'll be a goal kick upcoming. Grudnick had a goal, had the insurance goal in Camden last year for NJCU. 55th minute as the second team All-NJAC. A man who posted a team best 75 shots, second with 5 goals, stopped there. Another one of these offensive weapons, just has a goal and 4 points as Kazoon fires on away. Headed up by Alcantara. Now back comes Zach Fox. Andre looking here for Grudnick. Gets it from Taraska. Taraska picking up his 3rd assist on the season on Skylar Diggs' 9th goal, team leading of the year off that header. It's on a free kick in the 30th minute. That is our only goal here of the first half. Gothic Knights being outshot in this first half. 9-3. Was at one point there 8-2, but the scoreboard been changed. As it's been all Rutgers Camden here. Kazoon's played very well defensively, like this play here by Abreu. Backline play's been good. That's just what the Raptors want. To dominate the corners, keep it in your half of the field. And they're going to actually say that Abreu got that off of a Rutgers Camden guy, so a throw-in. Andrade now is read nicely by Jones, and he wisely kicks that wide, avoiding the corner, so it'll be a throw-in. As Taraska to do it again. Take his time. Allow everyone to get set up. Taraska fires it in. That one headed up. Fernandez able to get it out. Still not out. Still in the penalty area. Edwin Hernandez physically battling. What a job by Edwin Hernandez. Battling hard. At least able to get it out for the middle. But Grudnick right on it. Fires right-footed. And that one wide. And there'll be a goal kick upcoming here for NJCU. Just down 1-0. NJAC play here on NJCU Gothic Vision. John Kelly Jr. and my producer and director, John Putter here. NJAC action as the Gothic Knights looking for their first win in 54 NJAC matches in conference play. They battled hard with Kane, lost a late goal here on Wednesday. They really put together a great second half. And this, of course, a new level of talent they're facing. 8-3-1, Rutgers, Camden. Truly a powerhouse, but NJCU has hung around. It's just about when you play teams like this, and they've beaten Haverford, top 20 program each year, it's just about taking your chances. NJCU with plenty of talent to get the win today. But when you get up to those upper echelon teams, the types of goals they score aren't your typical breakaways. It's like the one Skylar Diggs scored in the 30th minute. It's off a free kick. He's inside the goal box, heads it off the left post, and there's where you stand at 1-0. So let's see if we can get a counterattack here from NJCU. Immediately broken up. One thing Rutgers Camden does, they make you go quick with your passes. Decisions have to be a lot quicker, as here's Alvarez. Balloons it. That too far for Perez. Was able to somewhat stop it, but not get complete control. And a foul here on NJCU, so a free kick upcoming. As Stockton upended Ramapo in men's soccer today, 4-0. Stockton was one of those 4 teams tied at 1-1-1 when we came into Wednesday. And how about this for Kane? 2-1. They have beaten Rowan. So Kane with back-to-back wins. And if you count here, too, they tie with Rutgers Camden 2-2. Not bad for the Cougars. Unbeaten in their last 3. And building off a tough win here on Wednesday. Felipe Lucas with 2 goals in that one. Montclair State, Rutgers, Newark will play later this evening. And TCNJ took on William Patterson today, so by the end of today, we'll know who's the top in the conference, or at least some idea with that seeding as Kazoon scoops it up. And William Patterson and TCNJ drew today to a 2-2 tie. So, interesting to see what happens up there in those standings. But NJCU needs a win desperately to hang anything around here if they have any opportunity of getting into the conference tourney this year. And just about waiting for your time, being patient. Then you got to strike on Rutgers Newark. 30. We now step right now into the 41st minute. Funaro into the middle, Andrade to Grudnick. Settles it right-footed, going wide. Nice physical battle by NJCU defenders. Edwin Hernandez trying to gain control, does. Now Alvarez. Alvarez, a creative player as well. Fired up ahead to Coach Shane Marshall, but that got as far as Trenton Hall, who returns it to Andrade. João Fernandez to Alcantara. Fires it long. Tough play. Perez with it. Looking to Coach Shane Marshall. Backed up. João Fernandez. Left foot's one save. Oh, what a nice exchange. But the first save by Juan Bahena. And the 4-year letter winner from William Penn. The big stop on the third NJCU shot today. And now Hernandez right back at it. How about a late goal here? 42nd minute. Being worked on by Kitazawa. Kitazawa to Grudnick. Grudnick pushing up ahead. Jones stopped him. Segovia trying to get a Kitazawa. Nice job. Going to Funaro wide. Funaro in the attacking third. One-on-one on Alcantara. Funaro going to push into the penalty area, and Edwin Hernandez clears away. Great job by Alcantara. It skips back for Bobby Andrews. Coach Marshall got by him, but Andrews recovers, leaves it back. Reset now by Trenton Hall. Long toss. Kazoon sees trouble. Headed away from him. And that goes over the goal line. That should be a goal kick, and it will. As we step here into the final stages of this first half. 42nd minute now. 30th minute goal by Skylar Diggs, his team leading 9th. And 19th point coming off of a free kick from Tarasca. As that one cleared out by Hernandez. NJCU been outshot 11-3, but really if you look at it, a lot of these shots by Rutgers Camden have just been fired aimlessly. Have been some good chances. As Alvarez. Really impressed with what we've seen out of Alvarez this season. 3 assists for him on the year. In the top 3 in the statistical category. Now pushing up. Can the Raptors get one before intermission? And that one fired wide. Chance by Melnick, the freshman defensive midfielder from Pennsylvania. Also played at William Penn. And they're going to say NJCU got a piece of that. So this will be the third corner for Rutgers Camden. 43rd minute. As Sanchez will take it. This set play is how the Raptors scored the first time. That one popped up in the air. Headed. And that one a team save as Alcantara will clear it away far side. Fox pushing it up. 43rd minute, foul on NJCU. Will go to Coach Shane Marshall. About to approach the 44th minute. These set plays, important to have everyone lined up. Sent in. And backed up nicely in the attacking third. Across again, headed away by Abreu. Burgos puts it out. Fox to stop it. Trying to go up. Andrade, top of the 18. Back. Shot. Score! as Liam Craver fires a balloon over Kazoon into the back right pocket. And the 44th minute, Rutgers Camden with the second. So the goal by Liam Craver, and Brian Andrade going to get the assist. So 44.7 seconds to go on the digital, 44th minute. That one a really tough one for NJCU, as Liam Craver getting the goal, 37 seconds to go. Could NJCU get a late goal? As Perez, left foot cross for Alvarez, and that one eaten up by Juan Bahena. 24 seconds to go. Now 20 seconds to go in the 44th minute, as Liam Craver getting the goal from Brian Andrade, fired that into the back right pocket. 10 seconds to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the Raptors get two in the first half. A backbreaker in the 44th minute as they lead 2-0 here after the first 45. Goals by Skylar Diggs in the 30th minute and Liam Craver in the 44th, and the assists by Chris Tarasca and by Brian Andrade on those tallies. Stats will be put into your screen here by John Pitcher, my producer and director. We'll be back with the final 45. 2-0 Rutgers Camden at halftime on NJCU Gothic Vision. So back here with the second half of play, as I'm joined alongside John Putter, as NJCU trying to get it back here. 2 first half goals they allow, 30th and 44th minute. Now here we go, as Marshall looking up for a streaking Ansah, and that will not go through. Shots were 13-4 in that first half. Rutgers Camden with all 4 corners, as NJCU trying to get their first conference win on the season. As the standings were tight, 4 teams at 1-1 going into Wednesday. As here's Kitizawa. Nice takeaway by João Fernandez to Marshall. Can NJCU cut this in half? We know they can. The key thing now is the first goal, and then it all moves after that. As Marshall couldn't get to it. Tarask able to come to it. And starting on a way. Goes out of play, and a throw in now for NJCU. Trying to do something off of it, as João Fernandez gets a foul. So it's on him as he fouls Joni Guerlieri. So it'll be a free kick for Rutgers Newark. That one fired in, headed away. Koshé Marshall working it up further, as Oscar Perez trying to go out ahead. Taraska pursuing him. That's off Taraska, so Perez should have a throw in. They'll leave it for Ron Jones. A little bit of jump in the step of NJCU as they push on ahead. Ron Jones, here he goes, accelerator on. Perez, now Jones looking to Oscar Perez. Perez looking to cross, and he had kicked it right over the goal line. Surprised Ron Jones wouldn't have shot that. The man who led the team in goals in 2017 with 5. And it'll be a goal kick upcoming. Back comes NJCU. Hernandez leaves for Alcantara. His crossing attempt was stopped immediately. And Rivadeneira pushing it up ahead, but a great steal by Joe Burgos. Now Jones sending long, returned on back. Kitizawa settles, hooks it into the middle, tap back from Rivadeneira. And now Zach Fox able to get out wide. Rutgers Camden. Guerlieri trying to fire further. João Fernandez. Fox breaks up that pass, goes through a pair, and Segovia plays that off. So DePaula, left foot's one. Looking for Ansah. Comes back to it. Tried to fly out of the way to kick that. Jones is there. Nice move, Ron Jones. Ron Jones going to take it on his own back out to DePaula. DePaula in the attacking third. DePaula trying to work through a pair. Has Ron Jones. Now going to give to Perez. Shot has to be taken. Alcantara deploys it just wide. Shot had to be deployed, and Alcantara fired the last one, and it was wide right. Goal kick upcoming. Here's Skylar Diggs. Had the first goal of this one, the 30th minute. Headed it off of the man who just put it wide, Taraska's free kick. It was Taraska's 3rd assist on the season. Of course, Griglieri, the leader with 4 assists. As will be a throw here for Rutgers Camden. Got that goal late. Actually, we saw the replay. It was actually deflected because it looked like there was a lot put into that by Brian Andrade. Check that by Liam Craver. Andrade had the assist on that goal, and it looked like Craver, when he had fired that, he got somewhat deflected. That's why Kazun had trouble judging it, and it got behind him in the 44th minute. And that made it 2-0, and that is where we have stood. As the shot's 13-5, Alcantara firing the 5th. As here's a long toss for Perez. Oscar got it cleared away at the end. Smart move by Bahena. Now DePaula settles. DePaula. Oscar Perez settles down. Fires! And he absolutely shanked that one wide right. So 6th shot. Not on net. And it will be a goal kick for Rutgers Camden. Now that one sent for Perez too far. And it is scooped up by Juan Bahena. And he will call off the dogs and punt on away. Normally we see goaltenders Kieran Burns and Kyler White play for this team. Both had 5 saves combined against TCNJ, as White had 3 in that 2-0 loss. Now Griglieri in the attacking third, crossing left-footed. Jones, dangerous, battling, doesn't want to push down. A shot there blocked by Jones. Great play by Ron Jones. As it comes out, and Fox to settle. The Cherry Hill product. Getting it down the attacking third from Andrade. Sent in. Segovia stopping it, and João Fernandez able to play it out. Tarasca heads to the middle, and that's settled down by Burgos. Burgos going on ahead. Burgos, long toss for DePaula. He evened it up on a penalty kick in the 62nd minute, and trying to at least get NJCU within 1, as could not track that down. Melnick now to throw in. He balloons on up. Jones to Marshall. Now DePaula. DePaula taken down. Foul called. It'll be on Melnick. So it'll be a free kick for NJCU. And it'll be João Fernandez. Looks like that will take it. Shots 15-6 in favor of Rutgers Camden. And he'll wait on it. Again, this set play be a good way to get us within 1. Fernandez is going to take his time. '53rd minute right now. About to go to minute 54. Fernandez, everyone's set out. He also can maybe roll it, not fly it towards the cage. That's what he wants to do, and that just missed. Almost came through as that just missed by João Fernandez, so it'll be a goal kick upcoming for Rutgers Camden. As Fernandez firing his second shot today. It is the 7th for NJCU. Now Tarasca. Kitazawa with it. Trying to break through. Ron Jones said, I don't think so. Burgos. Taken down from behind. No call. As Riva de Niera had a piece of that. Of course, took down him after that as Perez clears away near side. Throw-in upcoming for Rutgers Newark. They allowed the second TCNJ goal in that 69th minute. Of course, Rutgers Newark scoring 2 goals, one on a free kick that was headed in by Skylar Diggs. And clearly Kazoo knows every time that there's a free kick, he needs to be available. Smart there as it was knocked out, and it will be a goal kick for NJCU. Then, of course, Liam Cravers scoring in the 44th minute from just outside the 18. And that is where we stand. As NJCU, still some time. They can get that first one. This would be big. Now Perez pushing down the left wing. Perez into the attacking third. Into the penalty area. Pushed off by Melnick. No call. O'Shea Marshall to Edric DePaula. That was a deliberate penalty as Burgos, top of the 18, fires! Save by Juan Bahena. Melnick just threw Perez as if he was, you know, AWA wrestling. I wouldn't say that much, but just threw him as if you'd have a push-off in football. No call. That's exactly I have something in my ear. WWE, which I've actually found out of recent times. That and whatever the other thing is with XT or something wrestling is always on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And as Ira Dor tells me by ear, SID, not anymore. I just remember the old guys, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Now Dwayne Johnson. As Rutgers Newark, they can get one more, this would be huge. Based on how they've shut down NJCU offensively. No Mike Almeida today. Because of health, he didn't play, so Edwin Hernandez and, of course, Mike Abreu coming in for him. Ron Jones is going to play in the middle. Maybe a tactic that they should do. Ron Jones, good at starting the attacks, as DePaula to Burgos. Burgos leaves it. Perez, big chance here, crosses. O'Shea Marshall couldn't get a foot on it. Surprised that Burgos didn't fire that. He had a lane. Fox physically working with Alcantara, and it will give a throw in here for NJCU. Surprised Burgos didn't fire that because he had at least a player to screen Bahena, and he could have maybe put it into that right pocket. So it'll be a throw in here for the Gothic Knights. Trying to cut this 2-0 lead in half. Here's Ron Jones. 5 shots he came in his last 4 games. It's a freshman, 10 points, 5 goals, led the squad. Montclair native. Really has made an impact. Left foot's it. Headed up by DePaula. O'Shea Marshall trying to battle to it. Settles it down, attacking third. Another defender on him. It was Melnick. We'll see who touched it last. That should be NJCU. It looked like it hit the right cleat of Melnick, so it'll be a throw-in for Ron Jones. Plenty of time for head coach Cullen's squad. It's just one that he needs. And then the second one will come down the road. Jones in there, headed up by Marshall. Burgos fires. And that one caught. Not much of a challenge for Bahena. But nice to see Burgos picking up some shots. As 2-0 Rutgers Camden. And they're going to kind of sit back. NJCU trying to dictate the pace. They've been getting better possession, more opportunities to attack here in the second half. Just got to pull the trigger at a certain point. As Hernandez leaves that for Kazoon. The Segovia. Balloons on over for Hernandez. Hernandez had that taken away nicely by Diggs. Gridlieri in the attacking third, battling with João Fernandez, and draws the goal kick. Well done by João Fernandez as 2 Rutgers Newark subs that come in. As it will be Jawan Daniels will step in for Tarasca.
Substitution.
And it'll be Jawan Daniels.
Camden in the 60th minute. Enter game number 32, Enrique Sanchez.
Tarasca, of course, stepping off. Tarasca led the team last year, 8 assists.
Sanchez replaces number 9, Yanni.
Of course, really a good player, and now will be stepping in will be Jawan Daniels. So Daniels played in the first half. He returns back to the game.
Returning number 21, Jawan Daniels. And he
midfielder from
10,
Burlington, New
Chris
Jersey.
Tarasca.
As Chris Tarasca going to sit down. Daniels appeared in 18 games with 7 starts, so he'll come in. Missed 2018. And that's really the other thing you look at as a hard foul, so we'll see what the officials have to say. And he's tough, Oscar Perez, tough freshman, played at Passaic Tech High School. But that's the difference if you look inward to what Tim Oswald has. A lot more depth than last year on a team that went 14-6-2. They fell in the NJAC final, and of course the ECAC quarters, the William Patterson team that drew with TCNJ today. Headed around, chance for Koshe. Can he push home? No. Rebounds there for DePaula. Leaves it to Marshall. No shot can be taken. DePaula crosses. It's onside. Ansah. Burgos can't shoot it as Fox blasted on away. Inches away. Hernandez, that one away for Burgos and cleared. Oh, an opportunity galore right there for NJCU. And big job in net by Juan Bahena. As Burgos to Jones. Will push on out to João Fernandez. Uncorks. And good job this time, 2 defenders back. NJCU has had those opportunities, just unable to get a quality shot. They did have a chance inside that goal box, couldn't stuff home. And now will be punted on away. Segovia on track down by Fox. Here's Daniels. Daniels, top of the 18, into the penalty area. Daniels crosses, and he was out before that, so that'll be a goal kick. Daniels had 12 shots a couple of years ago. Played at Burlington High School. Down south, and Kazoo now to punt on away. Off the grass. NJCU's gotten close. They just got to get one to break through. Bicycle kicked by Jones. Found a Rutgers Camden foot. Kitsuzawa. As Riva Denera had that one and then lost it. And here's Koshane Marshall, second with 6 points. He had one of the 2 in the last game. As Hernandez, long toss for Ansah. Being watched by Andrews. And it goes out of play and should be a goal kick for Rutgers Camden. Rutgers Camden, of course, will stay on the road, go to King's College, PA, then play at Rutgers Newark next Saturday. Then they're home for Rowan and Ramapo, and they finish the season with Stockton. Stockton, how about that for the Ospreys? Getting a big-time win today. They're one of those 4 teams on Wednesday, all with 1-1-1 records. Now you'll have that seeding. Be pretty big if the NJAC final was played in Southern Jersey this year. As Stockton with a big win today. Kane winning another game again today after they won here on Wednesday against NJCU. Won in the 84th minute. Felipe Lucas, a big goal in that one. How about that from João Fernandez? Jousting with everyone. João Fernandez throwing his body around. Burgos out for Ron Jones. Left foots it for Perez. Looks better after he was physically taken down before. Goes on up. Good read by the back line of the Raptors. Daniels can't settle. Played off his feet. And now Burgos waiting. And then knocked away from him by Kitsuzawa. Now long toss for Diggs. Kazoon. Diggs fires, blocked by Segovia. Great job by Segovia to get back and take his time. Daniels, top of the 18, left foot's one, hit the crossbar. And Segovia clears far side. Ansah could not keep it in. It'll be a throw-in as Daniels came close to making it 3-0. That shot hitting the crossbar. So it'll be a throw in for Rutgers Camden. The digital studies major, Jawan Daniels, oh so close to coming through on that one. Turned up by Trenton Hall. Jones. That returned by Trenton Hall. In pursuit of him is DePaula. And Hall to fire into the stands. So we have another ball on hand, and Ron Jones the fire. To DePaula. To Ron Jones. That one stolen by Melnick. Been really tough in that back line. Nice slide by Perez. That one out of play by Sanchez. So that should be a throw-in upcoming for DePaula. Now Coshane Marshall working on Fox. Coshane in the attacking third. In the penalty area. Crosses. That shot by Alcantara blocked. Burgos rolls one. Didn't even get towards the cage. Blocked and kicked on away. And JCU getting close as João Fernandez had some trouble handling. Nice pursuit by Brian Andre. And that'll be a throw-in for Rutgers Camden as another substitution upcoming.
Substitution for Rutgers Camden. Entering the game number 12, Walter Moretto. Replacing number 19.
Andre was a letterman at Sterling High School.
Luis Rivadeneira.
And so Rivadeneira will be stepping out.
Previous
And the substitution
for
is
Rutgers
in.
Camden.
And it looked like a handball, and the Raptors official saw it.
Friday into the game, replacing
So Rutgers Camden, 25 goals for as they get 2 today. They've only allowed 12 on the year. Again, trying to snap a winless streak. Again, losing the TCNJ. They tied with Kane. Of course, they rallied to tie that game too. Kane led that one 2-1. Of course, tough loss to TCNJ. You know, you don't know if they took a little off of it. They played 2 consecutive ranked teams, Montclair State and Haverford beforehand, beat them both, including their NJAC opener against Montclair State. So free kick now for NJCU. Hernandez crosses in, off of a head. Burgos trying to settle in the penalty area. Melnick fighting with him. And who's the call going to be on? It'll be on Burgos, so it'll be a free kick for Rutgers Camden. Still holding that 2-0 lead. Skylar Diggs scoring in the 30th minute on an assist from Patrick Tarasca. And the next goal, 44th minute by Liam Craver, as a man who came in, Brian Andrade, getting the tally on that one. Shots are 17-12. A much better effort in the second half. NJCU had 7 of the 14 total in the second half against Kane. Helped them to come back as Jones could not get that ahead as Melnick here to Andrade, sending it long. Burgos trying to track it down to Kazoon. Aldahir blasted it out wide. Hernandez in stride. As a man decides to move it into the middle. Goes to Alcantara. Lewis Lang trying to go for Coshane Marshall. And smart move by Bobby Andrews, just flies it off of Lang, so it'll be a throw-in for Rutgers Camden. Popped up by Melnick. And a foul as Fernandez was trying to break loose. And Rivadeneira fired him down, so it'll be a free kick for NJCU. Clock being told to be stopped as Ron Jones is trying to get back up to his feet. Fired in, headed away. Now here is Hernandez working on Daniels, gets it by him. Here's Lang. All they need is one, NJCU, and you got yourself a different match. But it's got to come now. Jones, feeling the pressure, deploys on out for João Fernandez. Fernandez sending. DePaula thought about the header, and a nice read by Juan Bahena, who the freshman's been outstanding in net here for Rutgers Camden. It's his first ever appearance. It's crazy because we thought we'd see 55 Kieran Burns or Kyler White. Both had 5 combined saves. Instead, a third one in the arsenal here for Tim Oswald, head coach in his 14th season. And another substitution for Rutgers Camden.
Substitution in the 71st minute.
So 71st minute that we're in, and another substitution for the Raptors.
Liam Craver.
And here's Liam Craver.
Enrique Sanchez.
He doesn't work for Progressive, but he does have insurance. That's the insurance goal, Craver, in the 44th minute. And that extended the advantage of Rutgers Camden. Is that shot blocked by Segovia? No, actually it went over him. So it will be a goal kick for Kazoon as we step into the 72nd minute. Of course, NJCU with some big-time battles after this one. They'll have Purchase here at home on Wednesday. Then they're at Rowan. Back-to-back home games, Montclair State and TCNJ. Senior day, 11 a.m. for finishing the season at Rutgers, Newark, and Stockton. A win here today or just some point, getting a tie would really help. Trying to get them into the conference tourney, an area they'd like to be. Ron Jones bends it. Nice settle. Perez shoots that off of DePaula. Not sure if he was passing to him. And Bahena will scoop up and kick on away. His first career appearance, 4-year letterman from William Penn High School. And when he's been called upon, he's played well. His back line has played extremely well. Help him out from any problems. Here's Alcantara, Luang. Facing a lot of pressure. Over to Burgos. Daniels battling with him, and he stole it away. As a whistle here against NJCU as Kitazawa got collided with Burgos. He's pleading to the referee as he's frustrated about that. Shots 18-12 in favor of Rutgers Camden. As good to see Burgos today, at least firing some shots, having some offensive creativity. 5 shots for him today after none in the last game. Can Rutgers Camden make it 3? No. Another shot and a save by Kazuna. Zach Fox, number 4, had drilled that sucker. And there were 2 defenders in front of Alde here. Nice save by him. Huge. And it keeps the game just 2 goals. Plenty of time. NJCU trying to get this one cut in half if they can. Now Alcantara going wide for Hernandez. Hernandez. Lang. Nice tap pass to Hernandez. Hernandez broken up top of the 18. And Funaro waiting for reinforcements, and he balloons it. Worked up further, Andrade. Can't go further as Alcantara over to Burgos. Into the middle for Perez. Oscar Perez pushing up ahead. Perez out wide, DePaula, top of the 18. DePaula fires! Save! Best chance of the match by NJCU. And Bahena with a behemoth-type save. As that is his 4th today. 5 from Kazoon, and that a big one that keeps it a 2-goal advantage. Be a throw in here for Rutgers Camden. Now, more or less here, if you're the Raptors, you want to keep the possession in the half of the field. Surprised that they haven't brought their back line back. They're going to continue to attack as Marshall. And by the way, if they continue to attack like this, it opens up a lot of possibilities for you. As long as you're on side to fire a couple go balls. 74th minute of this one. As we hear the siren here, we have a substitution upcoming.
Substitution for the Gothic
And we're going to
Knights.
see
Entering the
Jonathan
game is number
Sandoval.
28, Jonathan Sandoval.
He will step into this one.
He replaces number 10, Joe Burgos. Substitution in the 75th minute. Sandoval for Burgos for NJCU.
Rutgers Camden trying to ice this one away as Jones. Out for Perez. To DePaula. DePaula. Played that off of player. Sandoval. Had that knocked away. Is that up there by Andre and into Kazoon. As Kazoon gets that. Punts it on away. Still some battling. Time to go. It is clicking away. One more by Rutgers Camden. This one could be iced, but NJCU not going to go away. As Perez took a shot to the face, and clock will stop, and sure to have a call here. Probably a yellow. It is on Walter Barreto, a senior from Hyattstown, New Jersey. And of course, Oscar Perez took a shot, so he'll step. We'll have the trainer come on. We'll take a break. Still 2-0. Rutgers Camden. You're watching NJAC Men's Soccer, the doubleheader on NJCU Gothic Vision. So Perez okay. And there'll be some substitutions coming in. And now we'll finally see, I can't believe to say it, Almeida coming in. We thought he'd be out today. Hey, but I'll tell you, you don't have to care when that happens, because the fact of the matter is starting center back is just so important to this offense as well. Health been his issue last year. Again, he was second with 2 assists. He was big in the offensive spot. He's big on that back line. Maybe they're pushing for a goal as Almeida bicycle kicks one wide. So, hey, Almeida first time in, and hey, it's a shot. And first time, according to our SID Ira authority, he's ever played forward in his career. We know him to get goals. He can score. Again, the guy was a honorable mention all NJAC. He can score more or less defensive and plays the midfield. Of course, Coach Cullen trying to get whatever he can get here with a 2-goal deficit. Plenty of time, just trying to find some way to break through as we're in the minute 76 of this one. And another foul and a yellow, and we'll see who this is issued to.
And your attention, please. In the 78th minute, a yellow card has been assessed to NJCU number 3, Mike Almeida.
So Mike Almeida gonna get the yellow just instantly right in the game.
Substitution for Rutgers Camden.
And Rutgers Camden having a couple substitutions as well.
Whistle now in the game. Returning number 10, Chris Tarasca. Replacing number 12, Walter
So
Barreto.
Tarasca going to come in probably for the knockout blow as Coach Shane Marshall. Up for Alcantara. That cross blocked out to Jerron Jones. Jones back to the middle. Jones now moving ahead of Tarasca. Here comes Jones. Jones trying to lob one to DePaula. Surprised he didn't shoot it. And it'll be scooped up, and more time can now run off the clock as Bahena will take his time and now punt it away. Worked wide. Tarasca leaves that to the middle. Off the head of Lang, out of play, be a throw-in. Now a push here by NJCU, and immediately that was stopped. Nice read by the line as Fox. I'll check that Griglieri with it. Hard to see the numbers here on Rutgers Camden, the back of them. And we'll have a throw-in for Rutgers Camden. I don't feel like I'm watching the Mirage on the Titanic, like not able to see an iceberg, but that's kind of how I would compare this to being unable to see the numbers here and there. It looks like we have another substitution coming in for Rutgers Camden. See what's going on as we had another card distributed. Now back comes NJCU, and a NJCU guy taken down. It'll be a free kick, Alcantara to take it.
And your attention, please. The referee in the 88th minute issued a yellow card to Rutgers Camden, number 9, Yanni Giglieri.
So Giglieri getting the yellow as Alcantara balloons it in. Header! Oh, man, it was a chance for Coach Shade Marshall, and grabbed Marshall with the steal, attacking third. Marshall crosses over. Headed just wide! And that was off the head of Kitazawa, as that was a big opportunity. So corner upcoming now for NJCU. So Alcantara will do the corner here, 77th minute. And he'll take it. NJCU's first corner today. Boomerangs it in. Headed just wide by Almeida. And it'll be a goal kick upcoming for
returning for Rutgers Camden.
Rutgers Camden.
Enrique Sanchez, here replacing number 9, Yanni Giglieri.
So, smart idea here. In his first ever appearance, Juan Bahena will just continue to work some clock, as he should. His team up comfortably here, 2-0. Although NJCU has had their chances here in the second half to get within one. They've had good possession. Probably the best shot was 10 minutes ago when Edric DePaula fired one from inside the 18. But nothing was able to come about out of that one. And we stand right now with the score of what it is as a foul here on NJCU. Fans not happy about that. So that foul on DePaula. As a free kick now for Rutgers Newark. Fired in, and Kazoon to settle it down. As here comes NJCU, a final counter, trying to get something. We're in the 82nd minute as Taraska up for Diggs. Fire save by Kazoon. Came out of the net to make the stop. And Daniels taken down. Top of the 18. No call from the officials. And they get by Ron Jones. Taraska lets it go. Outside wide. Crossing opportunity. And headed away by Hernandez. Now Alcantara. Able to fire up ahead. It stays in play. Here's Almeida. Has a streaking DePaula. Almeida. Andrews washing him. Almeida into the penalty area. Crosses. And we'll see if that touched the foot of Andrews. It did. So we'll have the second NJCU corner. As another substitution coming in as well. Loyalty Bush. Like that name. The Trenton native. Coming in for Jawan Daniels.
Camden, number 27, Loyalty Bush. Replacing number 21, Jawan Daniels.
So Jawan Daniels the step off. Good effort by Daniels. Here's Coach Shane Marshall. Still time. But 84th minute, NJCU has to go to get too quick. Every opportunity, they got to fire one. Alcantara over a pair, and that goes out, and that will really benefit the likes of Rutgers Camden, as their goaltender Juan Bahena could just take his time and just send this one away. And it looked like Segovia had touched that, so it will be a free kick for Rutgers Camden. Melnick just will roll it as the Raptors just want to keep it in this half of the field, waste the clock. As 85th minute. As Rutgers Camden just holding it up. But NJCU gets something going late. Just need two, but that looked like a handball, and referee agreed, saw it. As a handball by the newly subbed Loyalty Bush. And that one head up there by Almeida. Turned back by Melnick. Almeida trying to find some space, cannot. Funero holds it, and good ball handling here by Rutgers Camden. Sandoval able to get it loose. Can Ron Jones get to it? No. Big clear by the Raptors. 86th minute, NJCU has to go right now. João Fernandez, a long toss. Well read by Trenton Hall. And that one kicked out by Loyalty Bush. NJCU going quick. Ron Jones had that broken up, then gets it back from DePaula. Ron Jones trying to work, attacking third. Trenton Hall just works him off. Skylar Diggs can't get to it. And Fox sending it out. So it'll be a quick throw in. NJCU trying to push late here for one. And DePaula, he's got to go right off the free kick. That blocked by Kitizawa, and they were actually, NJCU was hoping for a card. As Kitizawa just put his left leg on it, and DePaula unhappy. He's laughing because he said, the game's still going. I'm just putting my foot on at the block. And the clock is not stopped. So DePaula has to let it fly here, keep it going. Bends it in. And that one corralled by Bahena. As it'll be 87th minute. Rutgers Camden is going to try to exhaust these final couple of minutes, as they got both of their goals in the first half. 30th minute from Skylar Diggs, his team leading 9th. They could get a 10th right here. Kazoon out, and he stops him from that. And the 44th, able to get a goal from Liam braver, and that is where we stand right now in this one. With the 2-0 score, NJCU has had opportunities in the second half, but just unable to break through. This Rutgers Camden D. Alcantara. As Hall able to head that one away. Diggs works it further. 89th minute, about 50 seconds away. 88th minute right now, NJCU pushing. Hernandez sends it long. Now here's Kitsuzawa. Up to Diggs. Fires. And Kazum to put it on his foot. NJCU has to go. 88th minute. Jones can't get it. And Funaro just going to continue to work the clock. Fernandez with it. Feeds it up. Almeida. And Jones can't cross it to DePaula. Kept alive as 89th minute, Tarasca, who assisted on the game winner, the Skylar Diggs 30th minute of the first half. Sandoval as Almeida taps to Marshall in the attacking third. 89th minute, 55 seconds to go. Marshall can't turn. Nice defense by Funaro, and it will be a goal kick as 48 seconds to go. No, actually, they'll get a, yep, it'll be a goal kick. That's what I thought. So 89th minute, 90th, 38 seconds to go. We do digital here in the 90. I'm trying to get that cleaned up, but it will continue to run down. Nice first start here for Juan Bahena, his first ever appearance today, and he was great. Didn't have to do too much, but when he was called upon, did a very good job. And he's going to hold a clean sheet here, a shutout for Rutgers Camden. 15 seconds to go. So they will make it in this 43rd meeting. The 27th win over NJCU. They defeated them 2-0 last year. And they'll do it again as the two-game winless streak is over for Rutgers Camden as they defeated NJCU by a final of 2-0 in this one as they outshoot NJCU 21-15 overall. NJCU gets dominated 4-1 on the corners, and Aldahir Kazun for NJCU makes 6 saves, 5 for Juan Bahena, and the final here is 2-0 in this 43rd meeting, as it's the 27th win for Rutgers Camden. They've now won the past 17, 13-0, and 4. I want to give a special thanks to SID Michael Ballard at Rutgers Camden for getting us ready to roll today, as usual. Great work, Michael. And you got one heck of a soccer team on this men's squad. Women took care of NJCU women 4-1 earlier. And our SID, Ira Thor, they're getting us prepared game in and game out for this season. Well, the men will be back here Wednesday, 3 p.m. against Purchase at a conference, as they'll try to get back to their winning ways and stop a 4-game losing skid, as they've lost their last 4 after a program record best start, 9-0. For my producer and director, John Putter, I'm John Kelly Jr. Rutgers Newark sweeps this doubleheader as the men finish it, winning 2-0. Have a good evening.